Hello, friends. Welcome to the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy and Burk. And Mark is not here today. Mark is away. He's at his beach house this weekend, I think.
Beach house.
Which
no
beach house is he at?
It's off the grid.
Northern one or the southern
secret.
one?
It's a secret place. We can't tell you. I can't say.
I guess the one with the helipad, right? Because he was
so
talking about putting fuel in his helicopter and all that.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. So
Mark has another life.
We can't keep up with that guy. He's so busy.
Yeah.
So we are doing a trailer reaction to a new Malayalam film coming out. It's called Saudi Vallakka. It is directed by Tharun Moorthy, starring Remya Suresh, Binu Sanu, and Lukman Avaran. And we don't really know what it's about. We try and go to these things really cold. So all we know about it is it's Malayalam and it's new and people are kind of raving about it. So I'm really excited to see this trailer. It looks like it's going to be interesting. And I'm ready to take a look when you are.
Ready?
Yeah.
You got it spooled up?
It's spooled.
And...
കാട്ടുമൃഗങ്ങൾ പോലും ചെയ്യാത്ത വിധം കൊലപാതകങ്ങളും അനീതികളും കൊണ്ട് ഈ ഭൂമി നിറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുകയാണ്. എന്താണ് ഇതിനു കാരണം? പാപം, മനുഷ്യന്റെ പാപം.
പ്രവർത്തകനുണ്ടായിരുന്നു അവിടെ ഇഷ്യൂ എടുക്കുമ്പോ.
ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു നാറിയാണ് മാറ്റി പറയുന്നില്ല.
സാറേ, ഒന്നും തോന്നരുത്. ഒരു ആന ഒപ്പിച്ചേരാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ആന
എന്താ നിങ്ങളുടെ ബഡ്ജറ്റ്?
ഒരു 5000 കോടി, ഒരു 6000.
എല്ലാം കൂടി 6000 അല്ലേ? ഞാൻ വന്ന് കുഞ്ഞാ മതിയോ?
Hello, excuse me. Can I get an elephant, please?
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure what the incident is. I was trying to figure that out. I don't know if it was like, I have no idea. I can't figure out if it would be rape or maybe not even something that violent. It was hard to tell, but it seems like there's some sort of crime involved in there somewhere.
Yeah, seems like to be a very realistic crime drama, kind of like one of those films that I really like that are real, like real people, real situations, like reality based kind of a story.
Yeah, it felt very grounded. I liked a lot of the little throwaway scenes they had, like even just like the birds all taking off in that alleyway scene, or the guy just putting his head down on the table in that room that was, it was really well dressed, that set dressing.
Or that shelf with the police helmets stacked in it. There's some really nice set dressing and
that was great.
Set pieces. I mean, it's realism, but you could tell there was a lot of care in the way that it was the set decoration and all.
Yeah.
Hair, makeup, all that kind of stuff. Very natural settings and lighting and all that. And it just has a lived-in vibe to it. Like you're going to see these people's real lives, their kitchen, how they cook, what their cat eats and whatever.
I love the cat pulling the food out of the pot, the pan. It's so funny. It's those little like throwaway moments that I really like when someone brings something that unique and intimate and special into a movie. It's just a little moment of not only comedy, but also just like one of those little tiny moments that you wouldn't even think of until it probably happened to him.
Slice of life kind of stuff, which makes the crime drama aspect of it a lot more heartrending and kind of harrowing when something terrible happens to these regular people that you believe in. it's so much better to me than when you have these very heightened, super hyper real fantasy
Yeah.
type characters, and something bad happens to them. You're like, I don't believe it. But in
Yeah.
this one, you see these real people in their real lives, and when things happen to them, you care. You feel like you're in there with them.
Yeah, because they feel like real people. They're not like
Yeah.
caricatures. They're not heroes. It's like they're these ordinary people just like us, and then all of a sudden this thing will happen to them. And again, I don't really know what this thing is, or I mean, most of it looked pretty like relatively light with a little tiny hint of humor, even when the guy's asking for
Yeah.
an elephant or the cat, and there were some cute moments in it. But then there's those little moments of like, oh shit, what happened? Which
Right.
is what life is like, right?
Yeah.
So I have some posters. I don't know if it's going to help us, but we'll see.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look. All right, so we have this poster. It looks like the family just living in their village. I don't really see any hint. Well, the hint of crime is lawyer, clearly a lawyer on the right.
Right. Okay.
And then I can't tell. The woman on the left has a bag, but I can't tell what that exactly means. Maybe somebody can comment on what the significance of the bag. The woman in she may be a female lawyer on the left because she has looks like a jacket, but
this to me just looks sort of like a light family drama.
Yeah.
Like they're about to go. To me, if I saw this poster, I would say, okay, this is going to be a zany family going on a road trip together, going out to visit the countryside, and they're going to take this bus, and they're each one of them has quirks, and they're going to get on each other's nerves, and you can look at them and you can kind of tell, okay, this is going to be the uptight character, this is going to be the unruly kid, and
that's true. And part of that's
no
because
idea.
of the color palette is very light. Like we have the really pale sky up here, and nobody in the photo really looks that upset, and one guy's actually smiling. So that's throwing to us like little hints that this isn't going to be too serious. And then the little tip of the bus with the bird sitting on it. So there's some little whimsy, very interesting tone to this film. I'm very intrigued.
Like
So the
about to
second
go on a
poster,
road trip.
yeah. Again, we have little hints of humor. We have, first of all, the guy's peeing on the wall, which is
the
funny. So
dog.
and the dog is peeing also in the foreground.
Yeah.
Which is another animal-based humor in the foreground. We have some birds on some wires. But yeah, maybe it's not that serious. I don't know. Maybe the incident isn't even that serious that they're talking about. But I like this poster too. It's kind of a classic that we use this sometimes as a trope, like men at a urinal. It's always that kind of like everyone's looking at each other. It's a classic kind of comedy setup. But I like this is outside and they're all there, and there's some writing on the wall. Maybe someone can decipher that for us. Yeah. But I like the addition of the dog. It's a cool little addition. But
probably says "Do not pee here."
It looks really well acted. It looks like it's gonna be really authentic. So it looks like a very thoughtful film. I'm interested in seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the kind of movie when I see a trailer like this, I'm like, okay, I can get into this. This isn't too like overwhelming, overbearing with the imagery and stuff. It looks like it's going to be a nice, well acted, well presented, well written, probably very compelling story.
Yeah, almost kind of like Lunchbox, like that sort of slice of life, small lives. No one's got a big, crazy job or rich or anything. And it's intriguing just to see that slice of life.
Yeah, I tend to use Lunchbox as my kind of weigh everything against that one as
it's the bar. It is a great one.
The bar to beat. Yeah,
it totally is. All right, so let us know what you think of this movie and this trailer, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.